Hello and welcome to the first 2018 edition of Fifth Quarter. We hope you had a nice winter break. I'm Gavin Curlis.
And I'm Kirsten LaRue. On this edition, we'll see how winter sports are starting off their seasons moving into the new year.
We'll also cover the importance of physical education in America.
All this and more on this edition of Fifth Quarter.
PE classes have been a major part of education for years, but some people question the class's importance. Michael Cadwell and Kirsten LaRue find out what LSHS students think.
What I enjoy most is that I meet a lot of new people. Like every time I take this class, I always automatically have new sets of friends.
While Mona's gym experience is positive, one LSHS student has a different perspective on the gym class.
We played a lot of games in there. And I'm not very athletic or coordinated or anything like that. And I'd get put into groups of people with really aggressive and oh, we're gonna win. And then I'd be like, oh, and they'd be like, oh, we have Hannah on our team, and I'd be like, yeah.
Though some students are not thrilled with taking gym class, one staff member here at LSHS has an insight on the importance of physical education.
Well, PE serves a lot of purposes. One, it can be stress relief for all types of students that we have. It can also be a chance to get some physical activity in. And we've had kids who have lost 20, 30 pounds if that was their goal. And I just tell them, you need to try really hard. And if you're not very good at a sport, you need to fake it as best you can and watch and see if the kids that are much better at the sport, see how they do it, see how they respond to different situations, and then try to mimic that.
From an early age, Coach Volker was on the path to a healthy life.
I did grow up playing lots of different sports, and I was able to play soccer, I was able to run, I played basketball, I played softball for a long time. And I just, sports can bring out the best in us. They can also bring out the worst. I try to make sure that it brings out the best in me.
Coach's goal is no matter how you grow up, you can live a healthy life.
I tell my high school kids, you are old enough now to make decisions for yourself. And even if that means not stopping to get basically crap to eat before you come here, that's something you can do.
Whether students like gym or not, many think the benefits outweigh the negatives.
Can kids be put in uncomfortable situations? Of course. I'm put in uncomfortable situations sometimes. That's part of life is being in an uncomfortable situation and then learning how to advocate for yourself or deal with the situation in a polite way, and maybe sometimes it's not so polite and you get yourself out of the situation. So
it can help you to feel really good mentally. It can help with a lot of certain situations people are going through, I think. But I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship.
Generalizing more into society that exercise can be a great stress reliever. It's a great anxiety reliever. But unfortunately, in America, a lot of people turn to non-healthy alternatives, which if they would just stick with exercise, they'd probably be much better off.
This is Michael Cadwell, reporting for Fifth Quarter.
The very young wrestling team looks to turn their season around at a meet against Blue Springs. Senior leaders Grant Parrish and Caleb Schur were unable to wrestle in the meet due to sickness and various other complications. Reporter Clayton Couch and photographer Kyle Creason show us how they did.
The rebuilding year would continue for the Tigers as they face a veteran Blue Spring Wildcats team. Ori Scott would start the Tigers off strong with a nice slam, winning the match 15-8. The Wildcats would pounce back as Colvin Gilmore would fight hard but unfortunately would be pinned with 3:06 remaining. Freshman Zach Cochran would look to get the Tigers back on track, but he too would be pinned with 1:20 remaining. Despite their hard work, the Tigers would lose 60-9. Signing off for Fifth Quarter, I'm Clayton Couch.
Girls basketball, led by Coach Crawford, is trying to put together a competitive season. Players Claire Locke and Kate Lindstrom are top leaders on the team. Let's take a look at how the team did versus Ray Pack with photographer Josh Walker.
The Lady Tigers took on the Panthers looking to pick up a win on the road. The Panthers would swing the ball around the three-point line, eventually finding its way to Cassie Krause, who would splash the three. Eli Childs would bring the ball up with less than 6 seconds left in the second quarter, pulling up from half court and making the buzzer beater to go up 30-27 into the hat. Makia House would get the rebound, saving the ball from going out of bounds and have a quick pass to Brooke Benton for the easy layup. In the end, the Panthers would prove to be too much for the Tigers, having senior guard Cassie Krause score 26 points to help top the Tigers 54-49. Signing out for fifth quarter, I'm Austin Smith.
Girls swimming is trying to start the year off right. The Tigers are bringing back talented athletes such as senior Caroline Francis Cato and juniors Emily Williams and Delaney Butler. Delaney isn't the only Butler stoking up the competition in the pool. Freshman Mallory Butler is 0.2 seconds away from qualifying for state. Reporters Kaylee Lyles with photographer Mike Smith dive into the girls swim quad meet versus West, North, Kearney, and Blue Spring South.
On December 2nd, the girls women dive team had their second meet. Caroline Francis Cato came in first place in the 500 free with a time of 5:30. Mallory Butler came in first place in the 100-yard breaststroke with a time of 1:12. She was less than 1 second away from state cut. The girls' top 400 free relay came in third place with a time of 4:08. Signing out for this quarter, I'm Kaylee Lyles.
Alright, we're joined here now by Delaney Butler and Mallory Butler of Varsity Swim, and what's interesting about these two is they're both sisters on the same team, so we're going to go ahead and put these sisters to the test to see how well they truly know each other. So the first question is going to be for Mallory, and it's, what is Delaney's favorite food?
Delaney's favorite food is tacos.
Tacos. Delaney?
That's true.
Ding, ding, ding. You guys got the first one right. Alright, good start. Alright, this next question is going to be for Delaney about Mallory. So what is Mallory's favorite color?
Sadly, it is pink.
It's pink.
It is pink.
It is pink. Why'd you say sadly?
Because our room is bright pink and it's lovely.
Oh, you don't love all the pink Mallory has?
No.
Okay. Alright, number 3. What is Delaney's favorite thing to do in her free time?
Sleep. Yeah.
Sleep. Alright, 3 for 3. I think the best we've ever had of a teammate challenge is 4 for 5, so you guys are on good pace right here. Don't ruin it. Alright, so this next question is for Delaney. Okay, don't ruin it here. What is Mallory's favorite stroke?
Breaststroke.
Breaststroke?
It is breaststroke.
Breaststroke, 4 for 4. Oh my gosh, you know, before this, you guys were telling me you didn't know each other. You're doing pretty well right now.
Those easy questions.
Alright, I'm sorry, Delaney. Alright, here's the moment of truth, Mallory. Don't
Okay.
get this one wrong.
Okay.
A lot of pressure.
Okay.
Can you handle the pressure?
I can.
Alright. What is Delaney's biggest pet peeve of you, Mallory?
I'm gonna have to say everything.
Everything?
Okay,
What
well
is-
there's a lot to choose from, so choosing one was hard, but I said her constant and non-stop Snapchat. So that is not true. That
You
is
Snapchat
true.
a lot, Mallory?
I do not.
You don't? She seems to think you do.
What's your longest streak? 700 something.
Alright, Mallory with her 700 something streak. Alright, but pretty good. We're going to go 4 for 5. That's pretty good. That's going to do it here with Delaney and Mallory. Signing off, I'm Michael Cadwell.
Thank you for watching this edition of Fifth Quarter. For sports packages and more, go to www.tigerbroadcast.com. For live streams, go to www.tigerbroadcast.net.
Also, follow us on Twitter at SportsTVTV8. Signing out for fifth quarter, I'm Kirsten LaRue.
And I'm Gavin Curlis. Thanks for watching.